to the Brewery Adventure, where we explore the vibrant world of local breweries and the incredible atmosphere they create. I'm Tim.
And I'm Courtney. If you've ever wondered what makes a brewery more than just a place to grab a drink, you're in for a treat.
In each episode, we'll cover the places making beer, from the cozy corners of neighborhood tap rooms to the bustling energy of larger brew houses.
We're not just talking about the beer, but we're celebrating the ambiance, the culture, and the community that make each brewery a unique destination.
So whether you are a regular at a local brew pub or just curious about what's out there, join us as we uncover the magic behind the taps.
Let's embark on the brewery adventure together.
Cheers!
Cheers!
All right. That was a great read. I think that went well.
Woohoo!
Yeah, we're into it. Welcome to the Brewery Adventure. This is our number 1 episode, and this is going to be called Just an Intro. So it's going to be very short, probably 10 minutes. Just a little intro into why we want to do this podcast and how we met. And so let's start with how we met. How about that?
How about that?
Yeah. How did we meet, Courtney?
We play a geolocation game called Munzie.
Yes.
And we met at a Munzie event where I knew absolutely no one, and you and your Munzie clan took me under your wing and said, come along, we're going to teach you how to do this stuff, and you invited me to join you.
Yes, it was awesome. I'm glad I noticed you standing in the back and kind of looking confused. And in Munzie is a game we play on our phones. It's, like she said, a geolocation game. It's points-based. It's a lot of fun. If you ever want to give it a try, it's munzie.com. Just look it up. And we have a lot of fun doing that. And one of the things that we do after we go to events where we play this game is we quite often end up in breweries.
On a good day, we end up in a brewery.
In a good day. And those good days are, let's face it, most days.
Most days.
Yeah. And we found that out pretty early on as we walked around playing the game. I think we talked about liking breweries and beer. And so it was just a natural thing that we ended up doing together and with the rest of what she called our clan. And in Munzie, a clan is just a team.
It's a team.
Yeah, it's a team. And we play the game together at events. Otherwise, we play it individually all the time, every day. You should try it. It's an awesome game. Anyway, that is how we met and found out that we're both interested in breweries and beer. And we have visited many.
We have visited a lot. And because of Munzie, we go to events in other cities and other places around, mostly the metro area in Minneapolis, St. Paul. And we end up kind of picking where's the closest brewery to here. And we go there and check it out.
Yeah, and it's not just us. Usually there are other people that join us as well, the rest of our team. Also just anyone else that wants to go. And it's always a good time to relax after an event that you've attended, is to sit and relax at a brewery and enjoy the ambiance of those tap rooms. And that's one of the things that led us to wanting to do this podcast is we just have found so many unique and interesting breweries, and they're all a little bit different. And it's just fun to talk about them. And so Courtney came up with the idea of doing a podcast and just to share it with the world.
Or a little tiny bit of the world who wants to find us and listen to us.
Tiny corner of the world that will probably mostly consist of people we know, but that's okay. We will start out that way. And if other people want to join us, that will be a wonderful thing to have.
Yes. And we should put a warning label on this that we are not beer experts.
We are not. We are not beer experts. We know what we like.
We know what we like.
And what I like and what Courtney likes is different. We don't just go for the same kinds of beers every time. But yes, we are not beer experts. We will probably not get deep into the flavor profiles of beers.
No, it's kind of, I like it. I didn't like it.
I like it. I didn't like it. We might talk a little bit about why we didn't like it, but this podcast is primarily focused on the breweries themselves and specifically the tap rooms.
Yes.
So what is it like there? Is it a comfortable place to be? Is it a great place to bring your dog? Is it a great place to bring family, little kids?
Were their beer tenders nice to me?
Yes. Were the beer tenders nice? Do they have great options for beer? I mean, that to me is one of the important things. Some breweries focus too much on one style, and then, there's not a beer for everybody. And so those are the kinds of things that I look for in a brewery. But those are the things we really want to explore is what is it like to go to that place? And what do you feel like when you're there? And what do you feel like afterwards?
Exactly.
Yeah. So we commit to at least attending each of the brews that we talk about a couple of times. Usually we'll probably have been there multiple times. I know our first episode is going to be about Waconia Brewing, and Waconia Brewing is a place that I think I've now been probably half a dozen times.
Probably just this summer.
Yeah, right. I think 3 times this summer and then sometimes before that. So I've got a little bit of experience there. And our second episode will be a Minneapolis brewery called Insight. And that one I've been to maybe less often, but I think now I've been there maybe 4 times. So building an experience level there as well.
It's a little bit different every time you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Depends on what day of the week you go, what time of day you go, whether there's a holiday coming up, whether it's Oktoberfest. There are all kinds of different things that can affect a tap room. But we'll get into those things as we talk about tap rooms in each episode coming up. And that's what we're looking forward to, is having fun just talking about these places and sharing our experiences with whoever wants to listen. What do you think, Courtney?
I think that's a good intro. I
think that's great.
I mean, mostly, let's be honest, we just want to have an excuse to go to breweries.
We do. And this is another one. Not that we didn't have a long list of reasons to go to breweries already.
But this is an easy one.
We have another one because we got to go there to do research for the podcast.
Yep.
We just have to.
Got to do research.
All right. Well, let's wrap up this intro episode. It's going to be a nice short one. I think I said 10 minutes. We're going to be even shorter than that, and that's great. If you want to contact us about breweries that you enjoy in the Minnesota area, specifically the Twin Cities, you can contact us at either tim@thebreweryadventure.com or courtney@thebreweryadventure.com, and we will be glad to have your information about what breweries you like to go to or why you like breweries at all.
We'd love to hear from you.
We'd love to hear from you. We will see you next time when we are talking about Waconia Brewing in Waconia, Minnesota.
Cheers.
All right. Bye.